Hi, my name is Jessica Thompson, and this is my presentation for the Tallgrass Music Festival. Tallgrass Music Festival is a project that I created for school, and I created the concept for the event as well as all the branding and signage. So, Oklahoma has an amazingly rich music history, and Tulsa in particular has a beautiful downtown area filled with Art Deco architecture. And so I wanted to play on this great live music scene that Tulsa has going on and the rich history in music that Oklahoma has. Because Oklahoma's music festivals are really rural right now. You have to go camping in order to experience the full 3 or 4 days of a music festival. And while for me in particular, I love my music, I don't necessarily want to have to camp out for 3 days in order to experience all of my favorite bands. Tulsa has had music festivals in the past, but the Center of the Universe Festival, which I would consider the best of them, petered out after 2 years. And I think that that second year they increased their prices exponentially and priced out a lot of their attendees. The assets that I created and I'm going to highlight here today are a website, a mobile app, a banner ad, as well as signage like posters, street banners, wayfinding signage, things like that. So, in developing the assets, I went to a lot of work to create and research a persona. Her name is Emma Redding. And developing this persona really gave me perspective and helped me think about what some of the necessary items in things like the website and the mobile app would be, as well as some of those potential pitfalls. And the pitfalls, the journey map really helped me identify some of those potential pitfalls. And because I looked at everything from where Emma hears about the event on the radio to researching online, purchasing her tickets through the mobile site, and then having a little bit of a poor user experience when she prints her ticket at home, but then has to wait in a longer line because it's so much quicker to have someone scan the QR code on the mobile tickets. And she just didn't know about that. But then having things reaffirmed when she really enjoys the push notifications because that means she never misses any of the acts. So I did a lot of research for the website as well, and I looked at a lot of different sites. I didn't just look at music festival sites. I actually pulled a lot from conferences and Comic-Cons, anything that had a lot of events that overlapped within their scheduling. So that way I could come up with a way that you could have like a primary thing that you put in your schedule, but then have a secondary option as well. And so you can explore a little bit here with a prototype through this link, but I've got a walkthrough for you as well. So with the website, I'm making sure that we have a sponsored page, and then you've got a lineup which lists all of the acts playing on each day at each of the venues. If you click on those individual venues, it will take you to that particular stages page where you can find a little history about that venue as well as the acts that are playing each of the days. There's a stages and venues page as well, and that will give you again that history of that particular venue as well as the lineup for that venue only. If you click on any of the days in that venue, it's going to take you back to the lineups page so you can see everything that's happening all 3 days. When you click on buy tickets now in the header, it's going to take you to the purchase and register page where you can choose your pass, fill out your information, choose your payment option, and then move forward with completing your purchase and registering with a login, username, and password. The login information is important because that login, anything you save under your login is going to transfer over to your mobile app. When I created escape hatches, even though you've got the global header, I created an escape hatch at the bottom of the page. So if you click on the logo, it'll take you back to the main splash page, which I felt was really important because quite frankly, sometimes when I'm navigating through a web page, I'm kind of lazy and I just want to go back up to the first page and not have to scroll through a bunch of stuff. So I made sure that there was an option for lazy people like me. So looking at the mobile app, this was another one that I researched similar options when I was looking at mobile app development. And I looked at conferences and conventions, Comic-Cons, and music festivals. And I tried to pull the best of those user experiences and put it all into one place with this mobile app. And you can walk through and experience the mobile app prototype yourself here at this link. And then again, I've got a little walkthrough video for you. So you've got the lineup and everything. I wanted it to stay really consistent with the look and feel of the website. So you know for certain that you're at the same events mobile app. And each stage has its own page. Each stage has its own lineup. It's going to take you back to the lineup page. If you click on that, you've got the options to add things into your own calendar, your own schedule of events, or just to favorite a band. I liked the favoriting option because one of the things I noticed when I'm at events that have multiple tracks of events, that sometimes I'll make it to one, but then maybe I got hungry and wanted to go eat lunch, so I missed my first option, but there's a second option that's maybe starting 30 minutes later than the first one was that I had favorited on my list. I liked that option of getting push notifications on the mobile app for both. That way, if I'd missed something, I could always catch my second favorite option. And then, of course, you've got the same past purchasing options that you did on the website. This one, when you complete purchase, it's going to take you to your confirmation page and then to a link to register if you hadn't already done so on the website. And then, of course, there is no advertising campaign that is not complete without digital advertising. For this campaign, I created a leaderboard ad that's animated, so it goes through the animation 3 times and it'll land on the Get Tickets Now page on the 3rd time and stay there. And this highlights the 3 days, 4 stages, 48 bands, 1,000 memories catchphrase that's been used consistently throughout the web page and the mobile app as well. That phrase carries through with the signage as well. So I've got the street banners here, and one of the things I really wanted to do with the street banners was design 4 different street banners in 4 different colors, because each of those colors are going to coordinate with wayfinding signage once someone is at the event itself. And I also felt very strongly that when you're driving through, you look up and you notice the banner one time. If you've got banners in multiple colors, you're going to look up every time you see a different color and notice that messaging again. So I did that with the street banners. I did that with the posters as well. I wanted a series of colors for the posters because that's going to be perfect in posting throughout the Brady Arts District, the Blue Dome District, and Utica Square. Those are 3 areas that have a lot of walking traffic. They're also areas that are very highly traveled by the target demographic for this kind of venue and this kind of event. Now, Tulsa is very much a driving city. Unfortunately, our public transportation system isn't so hot, so a billboard is an essential piece of advertising for any event that's happening in Tulsa. And if we design the advertising for the billboards the same way we have with the street banners and with the posters, you're going to get a very impactful messaging system, because you've got several different highways that run into downtown, a different color on each highway. I don't know anybody that escapes from using all of those highways on a pretty regular basis, so you've got that message that's being repeated over and over again. And then you, of course, need wayfinding signage. With an event like this with 4 stages, you need a map. And so there's a map created, and on the mobile app, that's an interactive map where you can click on your destination and it's going to use the GPS on your phone to give you directions and the shortest route from where you are to where you want to go. This one is also going to tell you where the places that you can eat are. They're highlighted with gray circles. There are gray circles that also indicate where you have areas of interest, for example, the Philbrook Museum downtown or the Jazz Depot Hall of Fame. There are also different circles to tell you where the parking garages are, and then you've got the entrance tents highlighted with the bright yellow. Now at the bottom, the directional signage is color coordinated for each one of the venues, and those colors are going to match the colors for the street banners and the posters. And also on the next screen, you're going to see the scheduling signage. They're going to match up for each one of those venues. And then you've got a 5th color down here. So you've got each of the 4 venues, and they're going to point you in the direction of those venues, but then anything else will be in this lighter blue color, so you know that you're not looking at signage for the venues themselves. You know that if you're looking at blue, you're going to find something like where a food truck is or where a cooling station are, where you can catch the shuttle to ride around the loop. And then you've got the scheduling signage that's color coordinated for each one of those venues. So thank you so much for your time and attention today. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at my email address here. I hope you have a wonderful day.